We want to prepare our students for the future, and part of that was preparing them to be global citizens and to be able to be prepared to walk out into a society that's faced with technology. We eventually spent some time downtown at Apple's headquarters, and a group of us went and were briefed on bringing Apple into the classroom as a one-to-one program. So after spending about 6 months looking at different programs, doing some research, we decided to go with the iPad as our tool to integrate into our school.
As part of our pilot process, we used the train the trainer approach, where we had Apple trainers come to school and train our I-leaders, which was a subset of our teaching staff.
When we came into the school year, our I teams were set up to try to meet these teachers where they're at. And we set up professional development weekly so they can learn how we can use this tool to increase student learning.
It's forced us as teachers and leaders in the school to think about our own learning and to think a bit about how we learn and then therefore how we teach, and what needs to change in all of that so that the process is ultimately more successful for the students.
The iPad has supported my learning in a lot of ways. It's not only just a place to hold my textbooks, and it's not a place just to take notes. It's also this incredible wealth of resources at your fingertips.
I was in an art history class last semester, and in class I was able to take pictures of the art pieces and put it directly into my notes so that I wouldn't have to sketch out what I thought the art piece looked like. I would have it in my notes. And that's something that you can't do with a normal notepad.
Our football team has really used it as good as anybody because there is a real rhythm to the game that allows them to use it. Coaches have used it to just film practices, film games, and to be able to review them and edit and use it as a teaching tool for them.
Having taught for 16 years, Apple and the iPad provided me a means for really enhancing and changing the way that I teach.
I can see how my students are doing really quickly, and I can go back individually and see how a specific student's been doing, what areas my whole class needs extra help with.
We said the iPad is a tool, and the iPad is just another tool in your classroom, like a piece of chalk, like an LCD projector, like a computer. But now we're putting that tool in the hands of our kids.
My current physics teacher uses it pretty frequently to send videos for us. And so while we're doing our homework, we have a reference, or while we're just at home, we have something to look at.
When preparing for a test and quiz, we usually do like online games, and those are really helpful.
There's things for making presentations and note-taking apps, and it's really easy to connect with other students, especially on projects.
So I think there's been a definite excitement and reassessment maybe of how we do things and what's right and what's the best for the students. It's been a recharge and a re-energizing of our students and our faculty.
We're providing resources so that more teachers can live above the line, that can transform what they're doing in the classroom so that kids are owning this learning experience. It sort of opens up the walls of your classroom to be much wider and much broader.
With the iPad, there's no limit to what we can do.